Preparing to a new military conflict in the region. Well, that's the view of a former junior sergeant of the Georgian army who's now seeking asylum in Russia. Our correspondent Natalia Novikova joins us now live from the South Ossetian capital of Tskhinval with the details. So, Natalia, tell us, who is this man and what has he been saying?
Well, Arne, Eduard Karatkov served in the Georgian peacekeeping force. He recently left the country and says he is never returning back because Saakashvili's administration is getting ready for a new aggression on South Ossetia. And he revealed some shocking details about the Georgian aggression in August 2008, as seen from the other side of the Georgian-South Ossetian border.
After the war, I met my friends there from Kakheti. They said to me, after you deserted the unit, American instructors came and conducted training for 2 months. Various kinds of weapons were brought from the USA, including M16 rifles that were distributed. There were also Homo vehicles and containers. So my friend said it was likely preparation for war. And we were all saying that no battalion was standing like ours in those villages. That's why we were sent first to capture the villages of Ninetana and Nitaguli, after which we entered Tskhinval.
Eduard says that Georgian authorities ordered him to conduct a series of provocations against the Russian peacekeepers, and he's even seen Georgian soldiers going far beyond that.
I don't know much about Russian pilots, but I do know something. For instance, the one captured by the Georgian peacekeeping forces and who was wounded. He was guarded by my friend, who works in the Justice Department, in a hospital. We heard about the second one too. He was alive, but was shot dead and buried somewhere. I don't know exactly where. They tried not to leave traces in order to avoid claims by the Russians. What I do know, the one who was alive was shot dead and buried. The other one was later exchanged for someone from the Georgian peacekeeping forces, who was here in hospital.
Eduard's mobile phone was taken away one day before the conflict, and that's when he was told that he was going to war. And he now fears that Saakashvili's administration is getting ready for a new aggression on South Ossetia, and that is the main reason why he never wants to return back to Georgia.
Instructors keep arriving for training in how to wage a war to handle all kinds of weapons. A ship arrived in Batumi with some weapons, tanks or something. There's a talk all over the country that there will be a war again. Saakashvili is engaged in preparations. I don't want to live there.
Eduard fears that Saakashvili's administration is getting ready for a new aggression on South Ossetia are actually shared by locals, and in the past week we have seen a number of attacks allegedly coming from the Georgian side.
Thank you so much for that. Our correspondent Natalia Novikova from Tskhinval in South